covenant that the Lord has with the northern church in Africa, particularly here in Nigeria. He said you will begin to see encounters that will begin to bring great divide and division. You know, when I gave my life to Christ, 1999 September 14 was when the Lord encountered me on a bike. I was on my way to see my girlfriend when Jesus spoke to me on the bike. So my entry into the kingdom was by the voice of God, not by the teaching. All right? And so when I heard that voice, I knew of no doubt that this thing that happened to me is supernatural. Because prior to this time, if you want to talk to me about the gospel, if you are a lady, I will tell you, can I sleep with you first? But Jesus encountered me. And when Jesus encountered me, the first thing that died was the love for life. And I don't mean enjoyment. I mean you can die. My spiritual father then, Moses Ako, he's from this Benue state. When we finish sharing the grace, they will tell us we see when we see. That means you can die tomorrow. Even though we prayed for longevity. But in recent time, as I began to follow the Lord, I said to myself, of what benefit is longevity when God promised you eternity? What benefit? What God promises you is eternity, ever living. But you see, if you are going to live forever, your faith matters. And so Jesus is looking for men and women, boys and girls that will follow. And I'm not talking about the faith to receive things. That's not my presentation tonight. That's not the kind of encounter God is giving. I'm talking about the kind of faith that the believer should live by. The kind of faith that runs the life of the believer. And I will not bore you with definitions. My spiritual father has done that already. Reverend Gideon has done that already today. Pastor Poju has done that already. But when we call to remembrance your life, what do we say about your faith? When Paul was going to call to remembrance the faith of Timothy, he said, and I quote, when I call to remembrance the faith that was in your grandmother, the genuine faith, somebody say genuine. The word of fin there means genuine. When I call to remembrance the genuine faith that is in thee, which first dwelt in your grandmother Lois, and who? Your mother.